Hello, everybody. It's ProbablyRed. I'm excited to say today we've got Cataclysm Arcade. The early bird booster has arrived. So here is the booster pack. And then there is a QR code for the Cataclysm Arcade Discord. Made in the USA. Oh yes, and then there is illustrations by Andre Garcia and some like special arts that are exclusive to the early bird booster, and it plays right out of the pack. I'm not going to be playing with this pack today though. I'm going to be opening it. So just to kind of see how the packs are and trying to get some, this is like definitely the first pack I've ever opened. So hopefully, I'm pretty excited for this. Let's see. First Cataclysm Arcade Booster Pack. Here, oh, it's gonna be kind of hard to open this, isn't it? I don't want to damage the card, so I'm trying to be careful. I might, oh, okay. Okay, just kind of cautiously open it here. All right, and we're gonna see some cards right out of the gate here. Oh, it's upside down, good point. And I did damage the pack, darn. Okay, well. That's fine. Keep it as a little memento of the moment. All right, so I don't know if there's a pack trick on here. I'm assuming that our boss and token are on the back. Yes, okay. So we've got our boss for this pack. We're gonna start with that. Oh, and then we get to see the punch out tokens. Really cool, look at that. Wow. Okay, so you can since the dice mechanics involve 1 to 3 and 5 to 6 or 4 to 6, you can actually flip these to do that, which is pretty interesting. You got your player 1 token there, and then your plus and minus are double-sided. All right, excellent. All right, so let's start. We're gonna read every card. Okay, so Charlotte Nightbringer, 17 health. She is a shifter faction boss. So in the pack, you're going to have all kinds of different factions, but a couple of things to note. You're going to have 5 commons that are synergistic purposefully with Charlotte. And I don't know if they're throughout the commons, if they're ordered in a certain way, but they're going to be something that works with her abilities or with her faction, that sort of thing. They are predetermined to work with her, and they'll be randomly selected from that assortment that they've chosen, Mothership Labs. Okay, so 17 health, Charlotte Nightbringer. She also has the subtype of spider here. And attack costs a 3, 2 plus attack. When Charlotte defeats a fighter, you may remove that fighter from play linked to Charlotte. Only one fighter can be removed at a time this way. If the linked fighter is replaced, put it in its owner's discard pile. Charlotte has all activated abilities of the linked fighter and adds its attack to her base attack. Okay, awesome card here. All right, so let's see what went with Charlotte in our pack. And I'll definitely play with these afterwards as a pack. Yeah, so then we have a synth card here, Chip Killswitch, and he's a level 4 with 3 health, attack cost of 2 and attack damage of 2. He's from the Joneses sub faction, so it's a fighter, and you can pay 2 and tap to destroy Chip and destroy target fighter. He's got a middle finger shirt going on there, and he's running with dynamite. So dangerous robot kid there, Lord. All right. And we've got, okay, so this is our first Andre Garcia art. And as far as I understand it, it's exclusive. Set these down here. This is exclusive to the early bird. I don't know if I'm wrong on that, but I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve that just in case either way. And I guess I didn't realize this going back a little bit. This is my first pack with this, but I guess there is a pack trick because we started, okay, so what I should have done is I should have started backwards because then that would have gone through the commons and uncommons. This is our rare. Chip kill switches are rare. So yeah. So there we go. So we've got a rare, and then this is our an alternate art here. So Mr. Purple is an uncommon. Level 6 with 5 health. And I know the booster pack's giving a bit of glare. I'm going to try to hold it where it doesn't. And he's from the Van Houten sub-faction. And he's got attack cost of 2, attack damage of 3. And the responsibility he's got is 2 and tap, and your team heals for 1. Okay. Awesome. So I did kind of mess that up, but we got to start with the exciting bit there. So you know what our rare is. And then we've got another uncommon here with Outlast. All right. So you're going to choose an opponent and deal damage to target boss or fighter. And this is a tactic. So choose an opponent and deal damage to target boss or fighter on that player's team equal to the number of fighters on their team minus the number of fighters on your team. So this is a great card if you're outnumbered. Yeah. So if they have the board state, this is a very, very good like burn / kill spell, basically. Cool. And that's another uncommon there. And we've got another uncommon, Notamatua, Death Punch. So this is a fighter from the Endlings, and it's a synth faction. Level 6 with 4 health, 3 attack costs, and 2 attack, armor 1. Prevent the first 1 damage each level that would be dealt to this. And you could pay 2 and tap to destroy target fighter that was dealt damage this level. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so and it's pretty awesome right there. Okay, we've got night vision. Wow, look at that art. That is crazy looking. Very interesting. Daft did a great job on that. Let's see. So it's a 1-cost tactic from the Shifter faction. This is a common. All bosses and fighters can be attacked as though they don't have stealthy this level. And let me go ahead and set these here in kind of a stack so that the card covers it up. And we'll kind of get this more organized and stuff. So it's like looking a little neater in the background. So we can focus on the card here. So all bosses and fighters can be attacked as though they don't have stealthy this level and draw a card. I don't think I've ever seen a boss that has stealthy, but this covers that just in case it can happen, or if like a tactic can give it to them. Okay, so we'll set that here. And then, okay, we've got Whiskers of the Ancient. So this is a weapon. Level 2. And it's a Mystic faction. It's going to have a wield cost of 2 and give plus X attack. So it enters wielded to a fighter, as all weapons do. And when the wielder attacks, it becomes the faction of your choice for the rest of the level. The wielder gets plus 1 attack for each faction among your boss and fighters on your team. Awesome. Okay. And then we've got Willie B. Newcomer. And he's a level 5 with 5 health. He's got a 1 attack cost and 2 attack damage. And he's vanilla other than that. So another common here. So the rest of these are going to be common. So I'll just say that. And then we've got Gizzard, Persistent Pest. And it's good to have a bunch of these in your deck because you can have as many as you want on your team. But you can still only run 3 in your deck. So he's a level 3, or they're a level 3, with 3 health, 2 attack cost, and 2 plus attack. And they're from the Shambles sub-faction. You can have any number of copies of Gizzard Persistent Pest on your team. Gizzard Persistent Pest gets plus 1 attack for each other fighter that shares a name with it in play. Response, tap, block. Okay, and then we've got Spot, Weapon Hound. This is another one of the Joneses. And Spot is a level 2. And they've got 2 health, 2 attack costs, and 2 attack. When Spot enters, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a weapon and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in a random order. If you don't, put a plus 1 attack counter on Spot. Okay, so it kind of gives you some like card selection and gives Spot some like ability to, get better as the game progresses too. Interesting. And then this is a tip for Charlotte card here. And there it is if you want to pause and read that real quick. I'll be reading it later as well, just to kind of get an idea of Charlotte. And we've got Max, Homicide King. And this is another Andre Garcia. And I'll go ahead and I'll set these here. You'll kind of get to see a little bit of a spoiler there. But let's go ahead and pop that in a sleeve. And I really, really like, not that I don't like Mr. Purple, but kind of creeps me out. This one, I freaking really like the art on this. I mean, I like this better than, and I liked the original Max Homicide. I don't think I like the like the opaqueness of my sleeves here, but the light seems to be like making it a bit visible. Level, okay, so yeah, but I think this art's like better than the original. But I mean, it's art is subjective. I like it more than the original, I guess is the better way to put it, because both are great pieces of work. But I really think they did something phenomenal with this. Level 6 with 5 health. Oh, and they're from the Marquis faction, by the way. So 2 attack costs and 4 attack, and they're vanilla. But in my interpretation, at least at this point in the game, vanilla cards aren't like 100% vanilla. You know what I mean? They have different attack cost and attack damage and stuff, which does kind of change that up. So they're closer, in my opinion, to the French vanilla kind of thing. Or in Pokemon, like French vanilla from Magic, or Pokemon, where like you could have a Pokemon that gets played and just doesn't have any abilities, and their attack doesn't have like a status effect. But since they're like they could have a unique energy cost, and there are unique vanillas out there, like a 1 cost 2/1. That's pretty unique, you know, or at least was for a while there. So this could be like something that's pretty awesome. It doesn't hurt that like all fighters just have legendary haste and cost 0 as long as you reach that level. So the game is going to be different, and it's going to be different than a regular vanilla in Magic, I would say, just to compare the games. But yeah, I think, and this art is amazing. Okay, so now we have Detta or Det Quickener, and she's a level 2 with 3 health. She's from the odds sub faction. She's got an attack cost of 1 and attack damage of 1. And she kind of gives me like I guess like kind of like Naruto, like that kind of vibes, like Naruto vibes. As far as like her uniform and stuff. Okay, so when Det becomes Phantasmal, target fighter on your team gains 2 health. So you could pay 1 and make her Phantasmal. So if she isn't Phantasmal, put a +1 attack counter on her and she becomes Phantasmal. So she just has like a little bit of ability to boost herself. And you don't even have to like tap to use her. You just have to like give up your action for that. You have to give up your turn to do it. So yeah, interesting card there. Okay. And then we've got Echo Fade. Okay. So Echo Fade is a 2-cost response. Put 2 -1 attack counters on target fighter. Awesome card. Looks like See You Later Alligator is getting wrapped up by one of these mystics. Very interesting. Really cool. He's not having a good day there. His fur coat's getting messed up. Okay. Stay hydrated. Okay. So this is a 1-cost response from the Survivor subfaction. It says target boss or fighter gains 2 health. Okay. So that can kind of like surprise your opponent and say, okay, they were playing on this thing to be taken out. They're willing to spend their turn to do it, like to get that damage in with an attack, spend their tokens, and then boom, it survives, and maybe it can still attack that turn if it wasn't already like, tapped. So that's cool. And our last card, awesome! I got Zani, Nobody's Fool. It's one of my favorite arts in the set. One of my favorite cards, mechanic-wise, too. I just really like this card. So it's a level 1 health, 1 attack cost, and 1 attack damage from the Van Houten faction. And Zani, Nobody's Fool, can't be attacked. She's got response, 1 token, tap, and block. Awesome, awesome card. Pretty awesome, like how versatile it is. But yeah, so that was the pack. So let's go ahead and sort out real quick what are, in my opinion, well, I mean, of course, that's a pull, in my opinion. Set this over here. But we've got real quick, and I mean, some of these uncommons, you know, and right now the commons, I probably should go ahead and sleeve those too, just to keep them nice and minty. But and same with the Charlotte here. But yeah, I mean, this is what kind of a recap on some of the higher rarity things we pulled. We got a Nona Matua, Outlast. We got Andre Garcia, Mr. Purple, and Chip Killswitch, as well as Max Homicide King, also a Andre Garcia. So awesome. And we got Zani and Charlotte. All right. So thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really excited about this game. The art on this game is amazing. I'm interested to see like how it plays out. I've only played one game so far, but it was fun, and I got my butt handed to me in it. But I still had a good time. So I want to play more games and kind of see where it goes. You know, it's a cool new card game. Cataclysm Arcade. So I think this is going to be like a really cool. I mean, I'm pretty hyped for it, and I'm seeing a lot of hype for it. The Kickstarter went over 1,250,000 as of this recording. So that's amazing. But thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.